Welcome back to the Fiscal Axiom. Look, stop watching the NVIDIA charts for a second. Seriously, while the entire internet is fighting over AI scraps and trying to build the next ChatGPT wrapper, a quiet, boring, but massive economic shift is happening right under your nose. They call it Peak 65. And here is a statistic that should make your jaw drop. Every single day this year, roughly 11,200 Americans turn 65. That is not a typo. That is more than 4 million people retiring this year alone. Forget Silicon Valley. The biggest wealth transfer in history isn't happening in the metaverse. It's happening in the suburbs of Florida, Arizona, and maybe even your own neighborhood. We are looking at a $4 trillion silver rush. But here is the catch. These millions of seniors don't need more AI chatbots. They have problems that code cannot solve. They have physical needs, tech frustrations, and lifestyle changes that require a human touch. And because everyone else is distracted by AI, there is a massive shortage of people willing to do the work. So today, I'm breaking down 3 human-centric side hustles that are betting big on the boomer generation. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes. These are service-heavy, high-trust roles that AI can't automate. Let's follow the money. Before we get to the hustles, you need to understand the market forces at play. In finance, we follow the trend lines. And right now, the trend line for Americans over 65 is vertical. According to recent data, the demand for home-based care services is seeing projections of 182 to 250% growth in specific regions. Why? Because nursing homes are wildly expensive. We are talking about costs pushing $10,000 a month in 2025 for a private room. And honestly, nobody wants to live there. Enter the concept of aging in place. According to AARP, nearly 80% of adults age 50 and older want to remain in their homes as they age. They have the house, they have the savings. But their homes? Their homes are death traps. Steep stairs, slippery bathtubs, dark hallways. The housing stock in America was built for young families, not 80-year-olds. And this gap between wanting to stay home and safely staying home is where our first side hustle begins.
We call this the aging-in-place specialist. Now, this is not being a handyman. A handyman fixes a leaky faucet for $50. An aging-in-place specialist installs safety infrastructure for $500 to $2,000 per project. Here is the business model. You are offering safety retrofits. Most boomers don't want their house to look like a hospital. They want discreet, universal design upgrades. We are talking about smart lighting systems so they don't trip in the dark. Designer grab bars that actually match the bathroom tile. Smart doorbells and locks so they can see who is at the door without rushing. Let's look at the math. To install 3 high-end safety bars and a smart motion sensor light system might cost you $250 in materials. The installation takes you maybe 3 hours. But to a frantic daughter who lives 2 states away and is worried about her mom falling, that peace of mind is easily worth $800 to $1,000. You aren't selling screws and labor, you are selling fall prevention. If you want to take this seriously, look into the CAPS designation, Certified Aging-in-Place Specialist. It adds a layer of trust that separates you from the random guy on Craigslist. But even without it, the barrier to entry here is low technology, but high trust. Think about it. While your friends are trying to drop ship cheap plastic from China with 2% margins, you could be the go-to person in your local zip code, ensuring that million-dollar assets, the seniors, can stay in their million-dollar assets, their homes. The competition here is virtually zero because the tech bros think manual labor is beneath them. That is your advantage. But what if you aren't handy with a drill? What if your skills are strictly digital? Well, turns out, boomers have a massive problem with technology too. And no, ChatGPT can't fix their Wi-Fi router or explain why their printer is offline. That brings us to side hustle number 2, the Senior Tech Concierge. If you think IT support is a dying industry because of AI, you are looking at the wrong demographic. For a 25-year-old, setting up 2-factor authentication takes 30 seconds.
For a 75-year-old, it's a terrifying barrier that locks them out of their bank account. The Senior Tech Concierge is not about fixing a broken hard drive. It is about digital independence and security. Here is the scary part. According to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, seniors lost over $3.4 billion to tech scams in 2023 alone. That number is skyrocketing as AI voice cloning makes scams harder to detect.
So, here's the service package you sell. It's a monthly subscription model, maybe $50 to $100 a month for on-call peace of mind. First, the anti-scam shield. You set up ad blockers, spam filters, and simplify their browsers so they don't click on those "you want an iPhone" ads. Second, telehealth setup. Doctors are moving online. You go in, configure the webcam, test the microphone, and write down a step-by-step cheat sheet on actual paper. Third, the legacy archive, helping them digitize 40 years of physical photo albums into the cloud so they can share them with grandkids. Why can't AI do this? Because AI cannot sit at a kitchen table, drink tea, and patiently explain for the third time how to open FaceTime without making the client feel stupid. Big tech support like Geek Squad is too transactional and often intimidates seniors. You are selling patience as a premium service. You become the tech grandson or granddaughter they can actually trust. Now, let's talk about the heavy hitter, the one with the highest earning potential. We established that boomers want to age in place, but eventually many have to downsize. Maybe the house is too big, or they are moving closer to family. This creates a logistical nightmare known as the Great Downsizing. Imagine 40 years of accumulation in a 4-bedroom house. The kids don't want the fine china. The antique armoire is too heavy to move. The emotional toll of sorting through a lifetime of memories is paralyzing. This is where the senior move manager steps in. You aren't just a mover. Movers lift boxes. You manage the decisions. Your role involves sorting items: keep, sell, donate, trash. Managing estate sales or online auctions for the valuable items. Coordinating the actual moving truck. And the white glove finish, unpacking their new, smaller apartment so it feels like home the moment they walk in. This is a recognized industry. Check out the National Association of Senior and Specialty Move Managers.
Rates for this management service can range from $60 to $125 per hour, plus commissions on items sold. A single downsizing project can easily net $3,000 to $5,000 for a week or two of work. It requires zero coding. It requires zero college degree. It requires high emotional intelligence and organizational skills. Here is the reality check. While the smartest minds in the world are fighting to shave milliseconds off high-frequency trading algorithms or building the 10,000th AI copywriting tool, the physical world is crying out for help. The silver rush isn't about exploiting the elderly. It's about serving a demographic that has the capital but lacks the capability. Aging-in-place specialists handle the safety. Tech concierges handle the security. Relocation managers handle the transition. These businesses are recession-resistant. They are AI-proof. And most importantly, they solve a burning, painful problem for millions of Americans. So you can keep waiting for the next crypto bull run, or you can look at the demographic data and start building a real business in the real world. I know which one I'd bet on. Thanks for watching. The silver rush is here, and it's time to build something that lasts. If you want to see more businesses that AI can't touch, just comment silver below. Don't forget to subscribe for more real-world wealth strategies. Catch you in the next one.